Hey, are you a spiritual, holistic, mystical, witchy businesswoman and you are not in the place where you want to be? Maybe you are feeling a bit stuck in how to find your beautiful clients or how to move your business forward in integrity. If that is you, I think you will resonate with me and my story. I moved my business online, like most other women in just after COVID. I had a nutrition and personal training clinic for women. Previous to that, I ended up losing quite a bit of money in COVID because I wasn't able to get any help with my rent for my studio. So I, I was starting at a loss. I moved, got a COVID loan, and got my first ever business coach after six, 6 years in business. I got my first ever business coach. And that's when things started to go wrong for me because not because of the business coach, she was great, and how that, every business coach I've worked with have have very successful businesses and have very successful clients. I'm not saying it was anything to do with them. What the problem was that these are very masculine, patriarchal structures. And even though they are feminine led, female led for females in business, a lot of us women who have deeply spiritual gifts and callings are very, have in deep wounds against patriarchy and capitalism. And it's those wounds that were triggered in the 2 years, almost 2 years that I spent trying to scale my business using those methods. What happened was, instead of going up, I went down and I ended up in a hell of a lot of debt. From doing business course after business course, marketing course after marketing course, trying all of the ways to take my business, which I had such a passion for. And I know it works. I did have clients, I just didn't have enough clients. And then I ended up with not enough clients to pay all of these massive debts that I'd rocked up, leaving paying for very expensive courses and not getting a return on my investment. So why did it not work for me? And there's other women as well that it didn't work for. Why did it not work for us? It didn't work for us because we our traumas are triggered by asking us to do things which don't feel in integrity with um our beliefs, our soul beliefs, our soul mission. Um, and they trigger traumas from this lifetime, past lifetimes of being excluded. And that's going to show up in trying to approach people, trying to network, trying to feel confident and authentic about our product, ourself usually, when we are trying to engage with our audience and other people to network with. So some women find it okay. I'm not saying this is for all women. If you're a woman that had felt wounding and trauma from business coaching, then this is probably along the same lines as it is for me and the women that I work with now. There's a very fine line between being able to put yourself out of your body and mindset your way into doing something and being able to do that consistently and doing that and then getting triggered and totally dysregulated and your body sends you back into freeze, run away and hide, um, as the response to that. What is happening is we don't know what the trigger is, but something that we have to do that feels on a body level, don't want to do it, oh, but you've got to do it to make your business work. So you try and do it. And then we either get that executive dysfunction where we know what we're going to do, we psych ourselves up to do it, but then the actual taking action just comes out as a big pile of blah, blah, or I'm not doing it, I can't do it, I'll do it tomorrow. I've got a headache, I'll need to rest. All of these things come into play. And or it will be I will do it and I'll feel really dysregulated and not do it again. So all of the time we are responding to things that we don't understand, um, we don't like to do, they don't feel good for us, and we're unable to see any benefit in it. So we're unable to take the action. So the messages are getting sent to our nervous system to abort mission, like do not do this. And that then creates this cascade of um, senses, messages in the body, and we don't take action, or we take action and don't do it very well, or we take action and pretend to be someone else. And as we know energy is everything. So what happened was I went, carried on doing this, carried on paying out the money until I ended up in so much debt that I had to go and get a job again. And I was very lucky that I was able to get a job straight away. It was remote, I had flexible hours, and it was quite well paid. Not paid well enough for me to pay all of my debt, pay my bills, look after and feed my children. Um, and I went into a very, very dark space then. And I felt hopeless. I felt like obviously I'd wasted all of this money. I felt like I'd wasted all of this time. I felt guilty for the debt that I'd got in and trying to push a business. And who did I think I was, thinking that I could do this? All of those things. And it held me in, took me into the descent. I was in a very dark space. And I had an option, one option, and that option was to just say, I can't stay here. I've got to create something. I've got to be who I'm here, who I'm supposed to be, and I've got to help the women that feel like me. Because there's no way, there's no reason that I could not be as successful as the women that I saw being successful. I too have a great offer, a big mission. So I've got to do it. And I did it dysregulated. Was very dysregulated doing it. And what I learned was how to manage dysregulation. And that is the key. And we see all the time about soothing your nervous system, getting regulated. We've got to understand why we're dysregulated, and is that dysregulation serving us, or is that dysregulation trying to keep us safe? Because when we numb it, when we soothe it, we're never able to keep getting past it. And don't get me wrong, I know there are many, many times when somebody would need to regulate the nervous system. I'm not discounting any of that here. What I am saying is that for some women like me who have experienced in this lifetime or past lifetime or just through generational imprinting, deep wounds that stop them from being safe to open their mouth, to share their message, to be seen and to be heard with the divine gifts and wisdom that they have. We have to face this dysregulation in the body. We have to learn how to work with our feminine body for us to be able to take control of what is safe and what isn't safe, and for us to be able to take that action. And that is what I did. And I don't want anybody to go into that space of dysregulation that I was in, because I can tell you it was bloody horrible. It was really horrible. And what I do with my mentees is I guide you through the dysregulation. I guide you through the changes that you are going to make to enable you to take your soul aligned business to the next level. And we do it in a beautiful, integral, authentic way. Because if you're here, if you're watching this, you're a woman with a pure soul aligned, heart led mission, and you want to change people's lives. You've got this gift or gifts, you've got this wisdom, you've got this knowledge that is here for a real purpose, a real desire to create impact and change. So you will have these wounds too. And that is what I will enable you to overcome. So I believe that it all happened. It all happened to me to get to this point, to bring this message and to change the lives of women like me who have got so much to bring, so much to give, but were unable to feel safe in our body to say, to show up, and to be authentic. I'm going to leave that here and I will do another video about how this shows up in the work that we can do together. So, bye for now.